Students, today we are going to start the topic that is data validation. Data validation is used to restrict the value in the cell. It indicates the type of the data that is allowed to be entered into the cell, and you can even automatically specify the input messages. You can also add the error alert messages that is displayed if the input is wrong. From where you will select this value, you will move to the tab that is data validation option. This will be available in data tab. After that, you will click on the option that is data validation. With this, a dialog box will open with the three tabs. The very first tab is setting, another tab is input message, and the third one is error alert. This validation tab has a validation criteria that is required to be entered. With this drop down list, you will select the different type of the value from this list. If you will select the very first value, that is any value, it will allow any value to be entered into this cell range. If you will select the whole number, with this you can only enter the integer value into the whole numbers. If you will choose the decimal, you can even enter the values in the form of points, or you can enter the value in the form of whole numbers. The fourth option is a list. List is used to specify if you want to select the value from the various values, then you will specify it as a list. The next option is date. Date allows only the date to be entered, and the same way the time allows only the time to be entered into the cell. Text length will specify the maximum length that is required to be entered into the particular cell. And this custom button, in this you will add the certain formula box, and you can add your own criteria with the help of this custom box. But if you want the certain things to be applied upon all the cells, then you will choose the option apply these changes to all other cells with the same setting. Later on, you will press on the button OK. For example, if I'm going to choose whole number, I'm going to choose the value. It will again display four type of the data. The very first is whole number. Another is data between, not between, is equal to, not is equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or is equal to, less than or is equal to. I am going to choose the very first option, that is between. For example, I am going to give the range of the value that starts from the 0 and the maximum range that is 10. After that, I am going to press the button OK. Into this, if I am going to enter 12, this value does not match the validation restriction defined for this cell, means you cannot enter the value into this cell because it will accept the value between 0 and 10. But if I want certain messages to be displayed over here, then I will again press this button. We'll move to the input message. We'll give title, for example, whole numbers. I'm going to give input message value must be between 0 to 10, and I'm again going to add the error alert. If the value is accurate, it will accept the value, but if the value is not accurate, you have to select the values. If you are going to choose the stop, it will not accept the value. For example, I'm going to choose the style that is stop, title, sorry, error message, value must be in range. Okay. Over here you can see the message is being displayed, value must be between 0 to 10. But if I am going to enter the value 11, okay, it will display the message, sorry, value must be in range. If you will enter retry button, you can remove this value to 9. But if you have choose the option warning, it will display the same type of the message but with a warning. It will enter the value, for example, over here If I'm going to write the value that is 11, value must be in range. If I will press on the button yes, then it will continue with the same value that is 11. For example, I'm going to press, it will continue with the same value that is 11. But again, I'm going to enter the value. But if I'm going to press no, it will replace the value with some another value. For example, I'm going to enter 7. It will replace the value with the value that is 7.